covet or you want can be given unto you when you honor that grace upon the person's life. When you are not in strife or competition with the person, but you decide genuinely, acknowledge that God has wanted this in this person, that grace can find you. So, in summary, what I'm trying to say is that if God has bring 5 people here now, each of the 5 people has something different from each other. Now, God will not do any new bringing there. What God is saying is bringing 5 people in this location now. He gave this one a gift by grace, another gift by grace. Now, making 5 different gifts like this. Now, from that interaction of the 5 people, if they acknowledge the grace about each other, before you go to they begin to have the same grace interfering in each other's life. So the grace that begin to A begin to showcase the B, C, D, E, F. Then now we begin to show in A, B, A, C, D, E, F. The grace about C begin to show in A, B, D, E, F. So what you know is all of them can have that grace functional in their life, even though it's not realized as the one original carrier of that grace, but to be functional in that person's life. So you must learn to acknowledge who wants that gift and honor that grace in their life for a replica of it in your own life. Look at the way I love the Peter was like said, the things that Paul writes, he was saying it in his own right. He said the things that Paul writes, some of them are even difficult to understand. Hallelujah. So he claimed that Paul was a man of mystical teaching. And that grace, when it goes to Paul, this is sacrifice. He has this grace. He was able to honor that grace in his life. Hallelujah. And I told you before Peter went, he was also grown in his teaching ability. But today, what we do is to envy. So we do like the siblings of Moses. And you know that God called. You know, Moses was a prophet that God speaks much about. Miriam was a prophet. Aaron was a prophet. But God chose Moses to speak to him face to face. And what happened? Miriam and Aaron begin to fight Moses. How will you be? Are you that special? You are even going to marry an Ethiopian woman. You are being married a Jew. They begin to have issues with him. So they begin to appreciate what God has given to Moses and allow it to flow. Analyzing it, they begin to say, what are you special? And what happened? God responded to them and said, see, all of you are correct to me, but this one is the one I choose to talk to face to face.